This is Khalil Nassar with the Rokroot Online Debug Training Series. This is Concepts, Definition of Terms. This module covers some of the fundamental terms that are used frequently in the training series and helps to define the general focus of the Rokroot debugging method. The debugee is the misbehaving application or machine, often referred to as the target. The debugger, often referred to as the host, is the application or machine that is doing the analyzing. It is separate from the debugee. In the debugging sense, the debugger is the server and the debugee is the client. The debugger has ties into the operating system and is operating system assisted. Private symbols contain line number, local variable, global variable, and export information. Public symbols contain only global variable and export information. Given symbols that contain line number and variable information, source-level debugging correlates thread state to source code, i.e. line numbers, local variables, and global variables. Systems-level debugging considers the whole machine, operating system, and everything therein if necessary. Given a complete kernel dump file, all physical RAM, and hence all virtual memory that is paged in, is available for analysis. For predominantly user mode debug engineers, this means that a kernel dump contains the user mode address spaces that you may need. Hence, it is useful to be able to debug user mode address spaces from kernel. Given the page file at the time of a live kernel or kernel dump debug, all virtual memory is theoretically available for analysis. The approach is to minimize as many variables as possible in order to focus on the problem component. Effective systems-level debugging requires understanding of the inner workings of the operating system component of focus, in addition to coding experience for both user mode applications and kernel mode device drivers, if necessary. The Rokroot approach recognizes that debugging user, kernel, and managed require similar skills and ultimately share the same techniques. Knowledge of the inner workings of the operating system come from books like Inside Windows and its descendants. Essential intermediary knowledge includes the debug facilities that are built into the operating system, most of which are exposed by gflags.exe. Failure is a good teacher. The best kind of failure is when you leverage someone else's, i.e. mentors, knowledge base articles, blogs, and training materials. Thanks for tuning in to Concepts, Definition of Terms.